Okay, yeah, face here. Yes, here. Yes, has. Yes, yes. Okay. I need to pronounce the
Please
name
accept it. Yes.
correctly. Yes,
Correct, correct. No,
yes,
you are right. Yes, Yash is
yes,
fine.
yes. Okay, yes. Hello,
Okay.
Hello everyone. Hi guys, how are you?
hello, hello.
I'll
Yes,
on
yeah.
my video within a minute or two because
Okay.
I'm not as good looking as Frankie or Nilesh or everyone else, right? So just give me 2 minutes to get
Yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah. Okay, go
Silakan.
ahead, Norma.
Basically, he's asking for makeup kit.
Oke.
Okay, let the people in first. Yeah.
Selamat siang Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan sekalian. Perkenalkan saya Nurma, MC dalam kegiatan online workshop siang kali ini. Kita masih menunggu peserta lain yang akan hadir bersama kita. Mohon bersabar dahulu. Acara akan kita mulai sebentar lagi.
This is why you need Secon, the all-in-one cybersecurity solution that's turning MSPs into superheroes. Meet Secon's Open Threat Management Platform. It's not just another tool, it's your AI-driven partner that simplifies security. Imagine 20-plus security tools like CM, XDR, UEBA, NDR, Office 365 security, cloud security, SaaS security, threat intelligence, and SOAR, all in one place. Automated threat detection and remediation, check. Real-time AI analytics catch threats before they wreak havoc, saving you time and manual effort. Managing multiple clients? Secon's got you covered with seamless scalability and multi-tenancy. Onboard customers in hours, not weeks. And say goodbye to unpredictable costs. Our pricing model keeps things predictable and cost-effective, and you pay once your customers are onboarded. Worried about compliance? Secon simplifies regulatory reporting with continuous monitoring and audit-ready logs for frameworks like HIPAA, PCI DSS, and NIST. Ready to future-proof your MSP business? Partner with Secon and deliver enterprise-grade security without the enterprise-level complexity or costs. Double your revenue, own your customers, and grow with 60% margin. Let's talk.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang Bapak, Ibu, dan rekan-rekan sekalian. Terima kasih atas kehadirannya dalam online workshop siang kali ini yang akan membahas mengenai AI-Powered SOC for Modern Enterprise. Jika ada pertanyaan, dapat disampaikan dalam kolom chat dan nanti akan kita bahas dalam sesi Q&A. Dapatkan door prize berupa voucher OVO senilai Rp100.000 untuk 3 orang terpilih. Workshop ini didukung oleh Aptiknas, Asosiasi Pengusaha Teknologi Informasi dan Komunikasi Nasional, event cerdas komunitas sejak tahun 2020 dan 521 Talenta, platform studi mandiri dan magang bersertifikat. Di sini sudah ada Bapak Pangki Christian selaku Sekjen Aptiknas dan founder dari komunitas event cerdas dan 521 Talenta yang akan menjadi moderator dalam siang hari ini. Silakan Bapak Pangki.
Baik, terima kasih Mbak Nurma. Selamat siang teman-teman semua. Terima kasih untuk waktu dan kesempatannya bisa bersama dengan kita lagi di workshop pada siang kali ini. Yang tema kali ini memang cukup menarik ya buat kita semua karena kita bicara tentang Security Operation Center atau SOC yang berbasiskan AI ya dengan judul AI-Powered SOC for Modern Enterprise ya. Saya menyapa teman-teman semua yang berkesempatan hadir pada siang kali ini. Dan kali ini kita akan bahas dengan satu solusi yang baru saja kami introduce untuk market Indonesia ya, namanya Secon ya. Nah, hadir bersama dengan kita kali ini ada dua orang narasumber. We have two speaker this workshop ya. We have Yahesh Vaisnav as a VP of Global Channels and Alliance in Sekeon, and also the Nilas Mojindra, the pre-sales head on cybersecurity in Sekeon Inc. So I think we have around 1 hour and more the time slot. Yeah. So I would like to share the screen first to Yash to share about the Secon solutions. And after that, we have a demo. Nilesh will do the demo, and then we do the Q&A session after that. Everyone can also put your question on the chat. Yeah. So we will see on the chat also, and we will answer the question on the Q&A session. Yeah. So I think I will pass over to Yash to introduce about Secon and the solution that help the AI-powered SOC in a modern enterprise. Pass to you, Yash.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks a lot, Frankie. Thank you, everyone, for joining the call. As Frankie said, I'm Yashish Vaishnav, the Vice President of Global Channels Analysis at Secon. Just give me a second. I'll be sharing my screen. Once you are able to see the screen, let me know. Yeah, are you able to see
Okay,
the
good.
screen?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Right. So we all have been well aware of how the challenges have been working globally, right? We don't need to go into how the cybersecurity has been the priority now. We used to say that there are five elements of the earth. I think in the current era, we have the sixth element, that is a cybersecurity solution, which everyone need to have. It doesn't matter whether it's an individual, whether it is a corporate, whether it is an SMB customer. They all need at any level, at some level, cybersecurity services, right? So I heard this quote somewhere. It is not about when. Sorry, it is not about if, it is about when. So if you are going to get attacked, that is not the question. When are you going to get attacked? That is something which we all have to all have to be waiting for, right? So let us understand first the challenges that are there in the market. Organizational challenges can vary from customer to customer, but the standard challenges that has been observed globally in terms of cybersecurity are these. So compliance is a very big requirement as well as a challenge, because not every customer can easily get compliant. They have to go through auditors, they have to go through the manual process, and many a times it takes months and days to get it done, right? And that's why something which can resolve this with a quick click of a button, if you have a facility wherein you can achieve compliance, is what is needed. The second biggest challenge you'll find is that every customer has different set of products, and today's SIM tools or the other vendors, they're hardly integrating 50 to 60% of your network, while the rest of the 30, 40 or 50% of the network is left unattended. And the challenge is that those unattended devices can become the source from where the cyber attack can happen. And that's the challenge, right? And you can't have the tool and still it is not completely covering your entire environment. So that brings back you to the same situation of how you can secure your entire environment, right? Third most important challenge is that the battleground has changed. The battle of product versus the challenge is gone, where we used to have antivirus for the viruses, anti-malwares for the malwares, anti-ransomware for the ransomwares. The battleground is more of artificial intelligence versus the artificial intelligence. So the artificial intelligence and the machine learning based tools which are utilized by the cyber attackers and the breachers are using it so effectively that the fastest attack that happened in 2025 was in 27 seconds. And on an average, it takes 29 minutes for a cyber attack to happen globally. So they are using the AI tools very effectively. So the battle is now AI versus AI. So the AI tools utilized by them versus the AI tools utilized and designed by us as the cyber defenders or the cyber security actors, right? So the last but not the least, because the attacks are so fast that within 27 seconds, 29 minutes, the attacks are happening, there is a very much big need of real-time remediation, which is missing. So that is where we need to find a solution where proactive threat detection and real-time remediation is there, so that all the manual intervention, which takes days and hours to identify a threat and then mitigate the threat and then remediate the threat, is replaced or is upgraded to automation and remediation, right? And there is a shortage of skilled resources globally. As we all know, if 100 cybersecurity professionals are needed, hardly 30-40% people are available. And with the kind of manual intervention and the multiple tools utilized by the customer, it is very difficult for any customer to have that much number of people which can manage these many multiple tools, right? So I wouldn't give the lecture of the history lessons, or you can say of the cyber breaches and the attacks. You all are very well aware how the market is crippled. The financial sector, the whole regional market is crippled due to the cyber attacks which are happening. Right. So every government organization comes up with some or the other local compliance laws. If you don't adhere to those local compliance laws, there are penalties involved. And why the government is coming with these compliances is to make sure that every single organization needs to have certain cybersecurity tools in place. Okay. So, like I said, the cyber threat landscape, the battleground has changed. The fight is more of a AI versus AI. So you can't take knife to a gunfight, and the guns which are used by cyber attackers are very, very advanced. So we need to have something better. We might have to have drones with the ammunitions in it, which can resolve this. So let's evolve the cybersecurity offerings. And that's where Secon comes into place, because we are delivering since 2015 artificial intelligence and machine learning based platform. Our platform delivers a wide range of cybersecurity services. This is a unified platform. This is the on-premise, on-cloud platform. This is a multi-tier, multi-tenant platform delivering end-to-end cybersecurity needs of the customer from the same platform. That's the beauty of this tool. So we have always evolved from 2015 till today. We kept on adding futuristic solutions. We kept on adding cybersecurity solutions which can add value to the customers. So globally, we are present in 72 countries. We have 10,000 plus end users globally through our 600 plus MSSP partners. We always work with MSSPs, and they provide the platform and the services to the customers locally. We have 210 plus awards that we have won since Q2 2016. This is a very crucial slide because it delivers the three major aspects of the platform. Being an on-premise, on-cloud platform, still, it doesn't matter where the platform is. You can save the raw logs at your end, which means every customer can save the raw logs for 1 year to 7 years down the line at your own premises. Second most important thing of this platform is that we deliver end-to-end cybersecurity requirements of the customer. So whether you need vulnerability assessment, whether you need breach attack simulation, whether you need EDR, EPP, whether you need network detection response, file integrity monitoring, data security, or XDR, or UBA, or network detection and response, for which customers go and buy a third-party solution. But herein, it is already inbuilt. Just give me a second, guys. I'll just off this. Yeah, that will be better. Yeah. Correct. So then we have the SIM, SOAR, risk score tool, GRC. All this is well covered in the platform. So any customer, whether it's a small customer with just 10 endpoints and 2 critical devices, or whether it is a 1 million endpoint and 10,000 or 100,000 critical devices, they can all use Secon through our MSSPs, right? The beauty of this platform is that we are not just taking security incident and alerts. We integrate 100% of your network devices, which means whether it is your core distribution switches, the Wi-Fi access controllers, or it is SIM, SOAR, or you have your servers, or you have your firewalls, or you have your EDR servers, or you have your IMM PAM solution. It doesn't matter whether they are on-prem, whether they are on cloud. All the network devices will be well integrated, right? Because that's the beauty of the solution. It doesn't matter if you have a legacy device, if you have a customized device, if you have a device which is a local manufacturer. We can integrate successfully with 100% of your network, and that has been our track record, because we want to make sure that there is no device left unattended in the setup through which the cyber attack can happen. Right? So we take telemetry of data packets, logs, flows, Nflow, Sflow, Jflow, network traffic. All that comes to the collector, which is installed at the customer location. From that collector, all the raw logs will be saved at the customer location. Only the metadata comes to the platform. So we do not have access to your network devices. We do not pull the logs from your network devices. We do not put agents in your network devices. That's the beauty of the tool. We only integrate the network devices with the collector, which is installed at your end. right? Now, coming to the most important aspect, most of the times the other tools will provide, other tools will charge you based on events per second, or they will charge you based on the logs that are getting ingested. So if the logs exceeds 10 GB, then you have to pay more. If the log exceeds 100 GB, you have to pay more. So there are a lot of hidden costs. And then you will also find that they will charge you per feature wise. So SIM is a license, SOAR is a license, NDR is a license, XDR is a license, and so on and so forth. Then they will also charge you based on bandwidth, based on storage, based on many other factors. While on the other hand, Secon has a very simple approach. We charge you per device, per package, per year. So per device means your critical devices and non-critical devices. So your network infrastructure devices like your firewalls, your core distribution switches, your XDR, or your EDR server, or your IAM or PAM solution, or your email security server, your AD server, or your email servers, or your cloud-based servers. We call them as the critical devices, and your endpoints, that is desktops and laptops, are your non-critical devices, right? So when we are charging per device, which means there's no limitation of how many events that device can generate, there's no limitation of how many logs that device is sending, everything will be covered for the entire year as we are charging you per device. So there's no hidden cost involved in it, okay? So we understood per device. Now let's go on to the per package. We have multiple packages. One of the package, which is a standard package that we have, is the SIM package. In our SIM package itself, we are delivering AI SIM. We are delivering SOAR, which is security orchestration and auto response. We deliver auto remediation, wherein automation is available in remediation. We deliver network detection response, threat intelligence, dynamic threat model engine, cloud security, and long-term storage to save the raw logs at your end from 1 year to 7 years down the line. So an SIM package itself delivers identification of threat, user behavioral analytics, mitigation of threat, and remediation of the threat. There is an automation available in the remediation. Because we integrate 100% of a network device, the SOAR can be integrated with your AD server, with your firewall, with your EDR server, and it can take an action much before the threat can prevail in your system. So I can, with the help of SOAR, because we have 1,000+ playbooks already created, you can create your own customized playbook. Through the SOAR playbook that we have, you can automate any remediation which you want. For example, if there's a brute force attack which keeps coming, you can automate that next time when a brute force attack comes, it should be stopped at the firewall level itself. It should be stopped at the EDR level itself. Or there is any kind of a suspicious login coming from the endpoint should be isolated. You can automate such remediation steps on a click of a button, which means next time when you are on a webinar like this, or next time when you are on a holiday over a weekend, or your holiday over some Eid holidays or Christmas holidays, or any other holidays, threats will continue to come more, especially in those times. But because of the automation in the remediation, those threats will be remediated because we have made the action plan of remediating those alerts. And that's the beauty of the solution. It will give a quick remediation action, immediate remediation action. Now, NDR is already a part of the SIM package, but many of the customers do prefer to buy NDR because they think that, okay, we have XDR, we have SIM, so let us go ahead with the NDR, that should do the job. So because they don't have anything on the network detection response, and that's where our NDR package comes, because NDR does the job of network traffic analysis, network behavior anomaly detection. It does the job of user behavior analytics, and it also does the job of remediation through SOAR. So it's a complete package. SIM is a complete package. NDR is a complete package. In each and every package of ours, we deliver remediation. Now comes the XDR. So if you're already having an XDR of CrowdStrike, SentinelOne, Sophos, or probably SecRite, or any other local EDR solution that you have, we can easily integrate that EDR server as one critical device with the SIM package, and we can secure the EDR server from any kind of cyber security attack or suspicious activity. So you don't need to dilute your current investment. We can easily integrate that, and we can provide you the security as well. But just in case, if the customer prefers to have another layer of security as high availability on endpoints, or probably remove the current endpoint and use our XDR, then we have a full-fledged XDR which delivers EDR EPP, apps vulnerability, file integrity monitoring, device control, data classification, right? So these are the three major packages With that, we have compliance and risk management as an add-on package, OT security as an add-on package, and breach attack simulation as an add-on package. So compliance package delivers global compliance reports, local compliance reports, and customized compliance reports on a click of a button. So you can have all these continuous compliance management and reporting through this compliance package. So whether it is PCI DSS, HIPAA, or any local compliance that you have, you can submit the framework to us, and within 30 days or 60 days, we will generate the report for you on the platform. And whoever has bought this package will get the license of this package. And on a click of a button, they will be able to achieve these reports which they want to achieve. And that will be very effective, especially for your compliance team, auditing purpose, which requires sometimes urgent reports. Then comes the risk management, wherein external and internal posture scanning of the entire environment is done for you to have a cyber risk score, which again is very effective for compliance and auditing purpose. Last but not the least, like I said, we cover 100% of your environment, which means from IT devices to the OT devices, all the devices are well integrated. So your OT devices, monitoring and protection, industrial control systems, SCADA monitoring, OT asset discovery, protocol analysis, and anomaly detection, all that is well covered from here. So any customer who's using Secon OTM platform will be getting level 5 maturity in terms of SOC. So a repeated partner here will be able to deliver to you a SOC level 5 maturity to you through the SOC platform or through the OTM platform of Secon. So they will be able to deliver you comprehensive visibility of your entire environment, whether it is on-prem, on cloud. They'll be able to deliver you the real-time remediation of the proactive threat detection that is done. You can automate the workflows to ensure that even if you are in the system or not in the system, the remediation action and the security is in place. So that is the kind of deeper processes that we offer through our platform to the customers who are using it, right? So like I said, any customer who's having a wide range of setup, whether it is DNS, DHCP server, vulnerability data, database server, web server, threat intel, it doesn't matter what kind of a setup you have. We integrate all the devices. We take telemetry of data packets, logs, and flows, and the raw logs get saved locally. Only the metadata comes to the platform. So when the metadata comes to the platform, with the help of our threat intelligence, dynamic threat model engine, fast big data streaming engine, ML engine, AI engine, we help the SOC team and the customer achieve the output of comprehensive visibility of the entire system, network devices, or whether it is in the network or not in the network, isolated devices, everyone. So we help you achieve the output of comprehensive visibility of your entire setup. We help you achieve the proactive threat detection, real-time remediation, and continuous compliance and reports. That's the beauty of the tool. Now, all the features that you're seeing here is the part of SIM package, except for VA, EDR, and compliance. So you can see this is a unified platform for any customer, be it an SMB or be it a large enterprise, or be it a multi-regional enterprise or a global enterprise. All the customers can happily have only SIM package and still have the identification, mitigation, and remediation of the threat from the same package. Let us understand the architecture. So if a customer has a dedicated on-prem environment, if a customer has a dedicated on-cloud environment, if a customer has a hybrid environment of on-prem as well as on-cloud, or if a customer has multi-cloud environment, the beauty of the platform is that the collector can be installed anywhere. There is no extra cost for the collector. The collector can be installed on any device which has 8-core, 8 GB, 256 GB SSD, which means even a basic laptop can act like a collector for you. And as I said, we do not have access to your network devices, which means the collector gets integrated locally in the network with all your network devices. And via syslog server or API based, the telemetry of data packet log flows comes to the collector, which is installed at the customer location. From the collector, the raw logs get stored at the location where customer wants to save the raw logs, which means the long-term storage again is at the customer's location. And from the collector, only the metadata comes to the platform. So collectors, there is no limitation how many collectors you want to install. As per a network architecture, we can guide how many collectors will be needed. Generally, even a very large enterprise needs only 2 collectors. One is active, one is passive. So high availability is also possible in collector. So these are the basic information on the architecture side. Let's say you are this customer. We will install the collector in your premises. Through secure tunnel, we'll send the metadata to the platform, which is on-prem and on-cloud. XDR server only needs to be installed if you're using our EDR package. Otherwise, the collector is sufficient. And whatever the metadata will come to the platform with the help of correlation, we'll do the correlation and generate the dashboard for you. So similarly, from the collector, the metadata goes to the platform, and the raw logs goes to the LTS server, that is a long-term storage server. And that's where you can search the raw logs as per your preference. If you want the logs of May to be pulled back to the appliance for forensic, you can do that. If you want the logs of January to be pulled back, if you want the logs of a certain date to a certain date, you can just pick those dates, select those dates, and pull the raw logs back to the appliance for the correlation. So all that is possible through the LTS. So that's it from my side. I will be happy to request Nilesh to go on to the demo and conduct a demo for the entire team. If there's any questions, Frankie, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yes, I think we will go for the demo first, and then we do the Q&A. Go ahead, Dinesh.
Absolutely. Thank you. Over to you, Nilesh.
Hello, Nilesh. Do you monitor?
No, it seems just give it a minute. I think he's gone for a natural break. Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good.
Yeah. Your turn now.
My turn. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, there we go.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. So the question is that, many times we invested in a lot of security tools, but are they enough? Like many times people ask or people say that, okay, I have firewall, I have endpoint solution, but is this enough? That's the major question in today's world. The rapid evolution of AI actually has changed the game. Why I'm emphasizing on this point? The reason is simple. If we don't do proactive monitoring or proactive reviews on a regular basis, no matter whatever device you have in place, those are also vulnerable. Any product you can take, whichever is popular, FortiGate, Cisco, Checkpoint, Palo Alto, SonicWall, anyone you pick, every day we come to know that these products are vulnerable. This has been something we can say blessed to technology, or the attackers are way ahead. The reason they are able to identify those vulnerability with help of AI. So if if we don't have that kind of quick response system, quick monitoring system with help of AI, we would be behind in terms of we are living in legacy time. So how do we do that, right? So that is, and many times people ask that, okay, EDR. So does EDR is also sufficient? Because many times, or many attacker groups, Quellin, you heard the name of Quellin group. It is continuously trying to, we can say, uh, identify vulnerability of endpoint solutions as well. As no matter which brand you are using, those are also compromised by attacker groups. All right. So that is the reason we required a kind of a proactive monitoring, which is something we can say aligned with current time frame. Technology is continuously evolving. Along with that, something the platform has identified or our tool has identified, we should or the platform should have a capability to take actions on a near and real time. Right? The meaning is something we know in a practical word or layman term, that we know something is happening close to us or near to us. What will happen? We immediately report that any accident happened or any kind of activity happened, which should not happen. We report to police. Similarly, we connect to hospital as well as. right? And those fast recovery system actually take response immediately. In the same way, in a security world, we also require this kind of a security that platform identifies those kind of a security incident and take action on a near and real time. Because it is also important that how much we are able to identify, to catch the system gaps and immediately take the actions accordingly. So that is important. Now let me introduce or give you a walkthrough about Secon platform. So you can see this kind of a screen where we are monitoring all the log sources, right? So this kind of a log sources visualization you have that, okay, the particular environment, no matter how small, a medium, big enterprise customer is, they have basic security hygiene like firewall, antivirus, EDR solution, email security or email product, right? So continuous monitoring is required. So we can collect those security logs from any telemetry using syslog. Network traffic we can collect through NetFlow, SFlow, as well as any cloud-based application you are using. Those can be captured through APIs. All right, so that is happening using a single device. We called it a CC, Control and Collection Engine Server. All right, so that's how the security logs, network traffic is getting consumed. So if we talk about legacy, what will happen? Again, people are concerned with their budget because they don't have fixed prices. Prices are based on utilization, either EPS or how much data you are utilizing it. And today's world, as we are shifting majority of things on over internet, the data is never, or we can say it's never sufficient. So that's why we again change model to go with licensing something device-wise or asset-wise, no matter how much data you are sending. So there is no capping on forwarding security logs or network traffic. That's why you are seeing here billions of events are coming. Even any, many times we see that people are saying that we will give you 1 GB free. That is also not sufficient. In the market, people are coming with those kind of a lucrative scheme that, okay, 1 GB will give you free. But do you think by seeing this utilization of network traffic and log utilization, it is, we can say, sufficient for us? So many times what will happen, people try to give full telemetry. So that problem we solved by having a better, we can say, licensing model, as well as the other problem we can say that when security logs comes, it just identify and provide you the monitoring security alerts. So that's where we can say here in our platform, like the kind of a licensing package, or we can say modules are available. So SIM, where you are forwarding security logs, network traffic. So that network detection and response also included into it. SIM, then user behavior analytics, and then we can say SOAR is also included into it. We have plenty of pre-built dashboards and reports that is also included into a platform. So if I touch base here, you can say, I would say performance dashboard, right? So this performance dashboard, this is pre-built. And again, under analytics, you can see we have plenty of pre-built dashboard. So in our platform, we can say we have 20 plus dashboards are available with us. So performance dashboard, alert dashboard. So depend on team who is using particular information, we have tried to create a pre-built dashboard for them. We have a dedicated dashboard for NDR, network detection and response, as well as we have a cloud dashboards are also available. So no matter which cloud services you are using, whichever is popular across the globe, Azure, AWS, Google, Oracle, that is also included. Then we have a behavior analytics from the host perspective as well as user's perspective. So this user, whatever activities are happening at user level, at network level or host level, we are able to identify and provide you kind of a dedicated dashboard along with the overview part as well as. So this is again the UBA where people are purchasing the separate product, where Secon is included into their basic AI SIM licensing model. On top of it, we have a customized dashboard reporting also available, where we can say that if you wish, apart from this default pre-built dashboard, if you wish to create your own custom dashboard, that is also possible with help of Secon. So it's a Power BI where using BI tool data analytics, anyone can create KPIs and visualization for themselves. Right. So this is performance dashboard where we are seeing this kind of billions of security events are coming to a platform. And from there, threat indicators are getting identified. So what we have AI ML pre-built into it. Along with that, we have a dynamic threat modeling. So these particular things actually help to make SOC team or security team, or we can say MSP life easy, because the platform started identifying threat indicators by themselves. And then further, the threat indicators, behavior patterns of user, host, application, service are also getting continuously checked by ML engine. So this behavior base also been created by the platform itself. And then dynamic threat model. So this dynamic threat models basically correlates all the security logs, security events, network traffic, and able to help us to produce the security alerts. Right. So this kind of a dashboard where you are seeing this network KPIs widgets for network traffic analysis. We can say security event analysis. Here we can say cloud vendors, and last is Secon endpoint agents also. So many times we know that okay, the platform is just monitoring or consuming the security log. What about endpoint? So for endpoint, people are going with a separate product, right? Or if they have existing product, that can be also integrated, not only for monitoring the security logs, but if those products are having some API-based control within the platform itself, we can take the actions of that in terms of response, like quarantining the host, isolating the host. So that is also very much possible with it. And the challenge is nowadays that if we are using 10 different tools, we have to pay 10 different licensing. Apart from that, the integration is also difficult of all the tools. So that problem we also solved, because we have our own homegrown native secure next generation endpoint, which has the capability of EDR and APP. Now, other important thing is the dashboards are customizable, which means let's say I want to see the information for last 15 minutes to last 24 hours. On a click of a button using this clock symbol, we are able to get that one. So by default, we have we can say a 90-day, the data is coming security log. So again, we are gathering metadata on our analytics and policy engine server. All right. So this metadata is getting stored by 90 days by default. If anybody is hosting the platform environment at their end, they can increase this metadata storage capacity to 180 days to 365 days also. So that depends. If you wish to have some more data correlation, that is also feasible with us. And apart from that, what we to make everyone's life easy or data sovereignty, what we do, we have a LTS component. So with help of LTS, we call it a long-term storage, or we can say raw log storage. That is also can be placed at customer end only. Right. So that's how all the raw logs which is coming to collection engine server, that is been stored at customer premises. No matter where the customer wants to store, on-prem or on their NAS devices or on their cloud storage. So all those options are available. Right here, you can say cloud data. So Azure data is also getting monitored accordingly. Right. So that's how we do the monitoring part. You can see different dashboards like alert dashboard for SOC team, security team, how much different KPIs widget you wish to do. So this kind of security alerts are getting generated automatically. Right. So that is the beauty of dynamic threat model, which is not a fixed static rules. This is what we can say legacy SIM solutions are following that particular methodology. That you invest in the SOC SIM tool, then your SOC expert or their product team is writing the rules or use cases for you, and every time you need to continuously update it. So that again, that particular thing we have changed, that mindset we have changed with dynamic threat modeling. So dynamic threat modeling actually helps to generate the security alerts by correlating all the security logs coming to your platform. Right. So this kind of a security alert we are able to see. Apart from that, somebody says that, okay, I am following legacy process. I want to generate few things, few alerts by myself. So that is also possible. We called it a UDA, user defined alert. All right. So by default, DTM, dynamic threat models are helping you to generate 99.9 use cases, and 0.1% where you wish to create your own use cases. We have a UDA, user defined alert. We are able to do that. Apart from that, we have a remediation capability as well as we have homegrown native SOAR inbuilt into a platform. The SOAR will help you to automate the response. So either you have multiple options, manual way to take the actions, or you can automate the actions. So we always recommend that whenever you have something called the onboarding period, 30, 60, 90 day, make a good plan and review each and every security alert and take actions accordingly. And after that, you can, at the same time, you can configure all those playbooks, automations within the platform. So next time, the platform will take actions on your behalf. So you can focus on to take care of improving the security posture continuously. Right, that is what we have. We have executive level dashboard also available. So any C-level people, CISO, we can say SOC leader, managers, or even MSSP can showcase this kind of executive dashboard where whatever security activity we can say these are the device are getting monitored, managed. We are able to see that. Here we can see all that information in a graphical form, number of users, internal as well as external, which are coming through remote like VPN connections or through cloud-based applications. Endpoint are getting monitored. So wherever Secon endpoint has been installed, we are able to get it. And the email, so no matter whether you have on-prem email server or cloud-based email security product, that also can be monitored accordingly. Apart from that, you can see we have a dedicated dashboard for network detection and response also, network behavior analytics as well as. So that is also included here. You can say a kind of a terabyte traffic, we are able to monitor it into a platform. Right, so let me switch to last 30 days. So dashboard will load quickly. Although it will take less than a minute to load all that information within the platform. But last 30 days, we can say 55 TB traffic has been utilized. We are able to see this behavior related alert, active network alerts. So this is the gap we are trying to fill with NDR. If you go with simple SIM solution, you won't be having visibility on network side, what exactly happening, right? So that gap we are filling it. This is, we can say network traffic utilization, how much you are able to see, protocol anomalies, which are top source, top destination, and these are the behavior anomalies are happening. On a click of a button, you are able to investigate as well as, right? So that's the, we can say beauty of all the dashboard which you are seeing it. Any dashboard you are looking into it, we can say the dashboards are intuitive and interactive in terms of drilling down any information, as well as if you wish to increase or decrease the time frame, that we are also able to provide you. Right now, talking about all the alerts. So once the alerts are received, we can say that you are able to see under that. We can say we have again native alert analysis page, or through which you can manage the alerts as well as. So we can say it's your IR incident management tool, instead of investing to external ticketing tools, you can manage within the platform. Or if you already have, you can forward all those details to the platform as well as via APIs, right? So that is also possible. Now here you can say these are the security alerts coming from network, network plus machine learning, where it is tracking the behavior. This is host plus Secon EDR EPP agent. This is 360 data correlation, where you can see host, machine learning, network, and EDR. Now, on a click of a button, I am easily able to get that data, right? So this how a detailed alert analysis, and on a click of a button, we are able to do multiple alert analysis as well as. So that is also a benefit for anyone to see that information. Now you can see heat map is aligned. This is level 1, where you can see shorting based on the volume, based on first scene, last scene, that kind of a shorting, severity line, confidence line, that we are able to see. When you would like to see evidence, you are able to get this kind of evidence as well as. Right. So these are the kind of a security threat and everything we are able to see, which has been collected by the platform. Right. So five different types of security alerts are getting correlated. And further, we are able to see the occurrence also. This kind of timeline graph you are able to see. So monthly, then further this monthly graph can be seen as a, we can say, daily graph. And from daily, we can shift to hourly graph. And from hourly graph, we will have the 5 minutes of chat. So that much of drill down you are able to see, and you are able to get that information. Under action history, whatever actions we are doing it, we can take it, right? So either if you can, we can say that, so for example, all the actions we can perform automatically with help of SOR, or initially when we are doing, we can take all the manual action also. So how? On a click of a button, you can decide the action, like assign, close, comment. Comment is especially for the what actions you would like to, or what analysis as a human SOC analyst has performed. Right here, you can see alert timeline. So this kind of a timeline graph we are able to see, and the AI analysis. So under AI analysis, you will get that, okay, AI has analyzed alert for you to make it make your life easy, to make you more efficient. AI is not going to replace you, but it makes your life easy, because this kind of alerts will take a lot of time to analyze it. But you have now basic overview, basic picture about it, so you can drill down in case if you wish to do. Apart from that, MITRE ATT&CK framework is also included within the platform. So if you wish anybody like level 2, level 3, we would like to wish MITRE ATT&CK based analysis, that is also very much available with it. Apart from that, you can see this remediate button. So remediate button will help you to push the remediation policy manually. We called it a push button remediation. Right? So whichever tools are applicable, like firewall, endpoint solution, all we can select it accordingly. Right? So by doing that, we are able to do it. So when I select it, it's just a two-step activity. All right, that's all. Right? Here you will get, okay, with help of secure EDR, what you would like to do. All right, so this is what you can do. We can isolate the host or quarantine the host completely, or we can kill the malicious processes files on a click of a button. So this is manual approach. But next time, I would like to take action. So how we can do? Simply, we can design the playbook accordingly. Right? So on a click of a button, you will get this kind of a playbook, which you can design by yourself based on the input data set which you are giving. And this playbook will work for you 24 hours or whatever time frame you are defining. So this is the triggering point where you are defining your timeline. Okay, that's a middle of during, we can say, off hours or holidays, or any time you wish to do, that possibility is there. And for each and every alert, you can define your own different set of policies and procedure for it. And before applying the remediation, if you wish to push notification or email approval, that is also possible. So here, say for example, any user got compromised. With help of Windows AD or Azure AD, we can disable that user immediately as a quick response time. CrowdStrike or Secon EDR, we can perform host isolation. Firewall, where we have FortiGate firewall. So with help of FortiGate firewall, we can immediately block the malicious IPs. And then after, the alert also can getting closed automatically. Right? So everything we are able to see on a click of a button. Right? So that is also available with it. Right? So that's how we are able to do the alert analysis. Using the playbook, you can automate your response accordingly. Now, this is the playbook. So this is how you can take the actions or design the actions as per your need requirement. If you wish to export all the evidence, you can do that. Right? And then if you wish to do lookup more information, or we can say more data for last 90 days, you can do it here. So either you can search by threat indicators or network connections. And then we have again Sera AI. So this again AI will help you to produce a report for you on your behalf. It's a kind of executive report which you will have it. So this kind of executive report is also available. So it will take around 2 to 3 minutes, or we can say less than 5 minutes, to produce an executive level report, which any SOC leader can see in this and then submit to executive people or their customers accordingly. Right? So that is that which we will get it under the incident and response. So rather than managing multiple tools, you can utilize incident response management tool within the platform, or you can forward all this information to third-party solutions. Right? So that is all about, we can say, incident response. Now, for endpoint, like I'll just quickly touch base on the endpoint solution, where we'll have all the endpoints are getting monitored. Different dashboards are available. So dedicated dashboard for endpoint monitoring, as well as under host, we are able to get that all the details of particular computer. On a click of a button, we will get the hardware inventory, all the network inventory we are able to get. So physical, virtual, wireless adapters are getting it. Browser extensions, so any browser extensions are getting scanned by our EPP agent. That's why we called it a next generation. So every 24 hours, it scans for the applications, as well as it scans for all the browser extensions. And then it will give you kind of a risk analysis, risk monitoring for you. So it will be benefited for you. Right? So that is very much available with help of platform. This is service inventory. So whatever services are open, we are able to get it. Right? From organization point of view, if you wish to see a complete organization application inventory list, we are able to get it. Any application, or we can say binary file, is vulnerable, we will get that a different tab. So based on OS, Windows, Linux, Mac, we are able to get it. And this kind of a risk categorization I was talking about, that, okay, you will see office and productivity applications were installed. These are the outdated. Now, which are the host where applications are outdated? So on a click of a button, you will get it along with associated version. Right? So that detail is also available with us. Here you will get vulnerability application, which can be exploited, as well as, and the binaries or applications which our secure EDR EPP agent is continuously scanning every 24 hours and provide you that information for you. So that is, we can say, secure next generation endpoint solution is available for you. With help of that, you can do device control as well as, so if you wish to block external devices, that is also possible. You can do PII, PHI monitoring, as well as protection, as well as, apart from that, you can do web control as well as, which means many times we see that a few hosts, or we can say CEO or salespeople, are usually roaming. They are not always sitting on the office. So if you wish to do some website blocking or web control, so that is also possible with help of a secure next generation endpoint solution. Right? Then this is what we have, a live compliance monitoring. So again, AI is included with it. So under AI, we can see the varieties of framework has been included. So as of now, till now, we have 40 or 45 plus varieties of compliance framework has been added. So all the global compliances we have targeted first, then we switch to local compliances. So any industry if you are targeting, you can see. So again, you can filter as well as. So based on the sector, you are able to get those kind of a compliances like healthcare, general, defense. So any particular industry, if you are targeting, you are able to get it, right? And that compliance framework is added. Apart from that, let's say tomorrow, in Indonesia, in Philippines, or any country, if any local compliance or laws are coming and government say that you need to adhere this and you need to submit report on a regular basis, right? So rather than going with a third-party solution, those frameworks can be added into a platform. So we have a dedicated compliance team who can generate a compliance framework which can be added on a regular updates. So every quarter we are providing updates. Along with that, parser development and other updates we are also developing every month, every 30 days, 4 weeks. So that is available for you. Now, you can manage multiple compliance altogether, and anything you wish to see that how much you are compliant, on a click of a button, you are able to get it. So this is overview part. Then under control, all the controls are covered. So by default, whatever security logs, telemetry you're forwarding, on a click of a button, or we can say AI itself mapping with the controls, which we are able to see it. So this is how AI is mapping all the controls, all the data which is received by the platform to the different control sets. And apart from that, let's say many times we heard that, okay, some controls are managed by people and through processes, which can be for those evidence can be uploaded using the documentation format. So any document like PDF file, document file, Excel file, CSV file that can be uploaded here. Even if you don't have any file, Secon Platform AI tool will help you. This kind of evidence is expected. Once you upload that particular file, AI will review file for you and provide you kind of a relevance score, assessment status, verdict as well as, and then auditor can or IT manager can take appropriate actions as well as. So that's how you will get continuously compliance. So it's not a kind of a activity where auditor is doing on our behalf, or IT manager, or we can say your compliance expert person can also do this activity. And we can say every time you have visibility that, okay, you are compliant this much. So you don't need to rely on third-party solutions. Apart from that, we have, we can say, some of the add-on features functionality like BI 360, where you can design custom dashboards and report. Even custom compliance reports can be also offered through BI 360. Then we have a OT 360. So under OT 360, if you have OT devices also getting monitored accordingly. Right, so not only IT devices, but we can focus on the IT devices as well as. Right, so that kind of IT framework, or we can say OT framework, is also available. Here we can say this kind of a vulnerabilities identified on the OT devices. These are the vendors being used. So any vendor, again, no agent installation required for OT device monitoring. All the protocols will be also getting identified automatically. Communication map, host scan, application wise. If any security alert is getting generated, we are able to see it. Any OT device is at high risk, we are able to get that data. So second is a device inventory list. So this is inventory list. The platform is pulled by analyzing the network traffic. So that's the beauty. We know that OT devices, many times it requires dependency on an agent. So that dependency we have removed, and we are able to get this information accordingly. We have a BAS 360. So under BAS 360, you can see this information. So under BAS 360, we can see all those. This is kind of, we can say like few things we are monitoring proactively and then taking the actions. So we called it a reactive method, but that is also required. And some is proactive method where secure next generation endpoint solution is there, and through which we are scanning applications regularly every 24 hours and sharing the list. Okay, this application is, we can say, outdated or vulnerable. Right, so that particular information we are getting proactively so that IT team, infra team can take appropriate action. Similarly, BAS is there. So with this help of BAS agent, we can simulate the attacks. Like, depends on sector, we can perform this kind of attack. So agent will simulate attack on your behalf and produce you result summary for you that, okay, this kind of, we can say, mimicat, brute force, quilling, which is very much popular for endpoint hacking the endpoint agents, ransom hub for ransomware, Akira and all, brute force for brute forcing, right? So this kind of groups are active. So whatever activities are they are doing, similar kind of simulations, automated simulation, our BAS agent can do. Once you do this, we are able to get that data and information under the visualization. Right. So under finance sector, we can perform this kind of a attack group has been performed, and we are able to get that report as well as. So this was performed on this particular host, and we are able to, all that particular attack pattern is getting mapped with MITRE framework, and you are able to get that report as well as. Right. So 9 operations were executed and 12 were blocked. So this shows this much of cyber security posture, or we can say security posture, is available in my environment. Now, something I need to work on, this 9 activity which get executed, right? And in report, you will get a detailed information, what command has been run and what has been executed, right? So that is BAS 360 for you, OT 360 for you, BI 360 for you, CMX 360 for you. And last, and apart from that, what we have a VA, vulnerability assessment as well as. So with help of a VA, we are able to get that report as well as that we can do internal host scanning as well as external host domain monitoring as well as. So how we do? Let me explain. So this is with help of our VA tool, the website or domain subdomains can be monitored. So you will have the security posture. So we have this much of parameter like vulnerability, then SSL configuration, DNS, application security, malicious asset, everything we are able to see it into a platform. So in detail, you will get, okay, these vulnerabilities are open. If you wish to search in detail, you will get that information. It will give you a scoring criteria as well as, and which IP, which port is affected, everything you will get that information. Application. So it will identify, provide you code level security as well as this is on your website code, this much of particular thing. So you can say issue wise, post wise bifurcation. That, okay, on your this particular website, this much of 8 different findings were executed. If I go with the issue wise, you will get the complete issue information that, okay, this CSP, content security policy, is missing on your host. So you'll get detailed information, this much of detection. So on your website itself, you can improve the security posture as well as. Then SSL TLS security. So it will continuously scan certificates, which are the expired certificate, which are the self-signed certificate being used, whether you are having signed certificate or we can say self-signed certificate, any weak cipher being used or any certificate is going to expire. So here you will get that list. Okay, this certificate is expired. So take action. Right. Similarly, this particular certificate is going to expire. So take action. Here you can see this is how we can say attackers are trying to utilize your domain branding, trying to spoof your brand and host, we can say, fake or spoof domains. So while doing the sophisticated phishing attacks, they try to host this kind of a spoofing domain and try to steal the information. Right, so this kind of information is available with help of ISPs or with help of MSSPs. You can utilize the takedown services so that your domain is very much protected. So this is fall under the proactive monitoring. This is your internal posture, which hosts are affected, which particular IPs are having security alert. And whichever user are compromised and the data is available on dark web, we are able to get that information as well as. So this kind of dark web monitoring, we are also doing it, and later you can take actions. So this particular secure user is a kind of a broker who is using this kind of a different applications through SSO, but the particular applications having weak security or something, not appropriate security, that's why this credentials been leaked and someone has published on the dark web. Now we have visibility, so we can take actions. So that's where we are talking about visibility part. Compliance part, so here you can see all this severity and everything is mapped with it. So any framework you are following in terms of industry, PCI for fintech, ISO for general and all, CIS and NIST, it is mapped with you, right? So that is available for you. So that is Security Score 360. The other vendor says domain risk monitoring or external attack surface monitoring. So that is also available with us. This is our VA tool. So internal scanning you can do. So again, many times when we ingest in this kind of a VA tool or domain risk monitoring, what they will do, they will provide you kind of a scanning or kind of a report either every quarter or every year, right? But that is not sufficient. So what we do, we have tried to solve that problem. You can scan weekly or monthly and have this kind of a domain scanning report, or we can say internal host scanning report, and continuously work on patching the security gaps. So entire network is scanned, and then you are able to get this kind of a report, vulnerability severity distribution. These are the hosts were scanned, and you will get compliance mapping as well as under this report. So this is kind of a compliance summary and individual for each and every host. So this is compliance wise mapping is also available for you, and the detailed finding. So for each and every host, you will get this kind of a detailed finding. So you can perform authenticated, unauthenticated scan. So any critical severity is there, you will get the complete detailed information, compliance mapping, as well as the solution part. Right. So that is what is the impact and everything you are getting. So if this vulnerability is open, attacker get full administrative access. Right. So that kind of a detailed information is available into it. Now, all that information is available on our website domain. Anybody can visit anytime. All the sectors we are covering it. We are well recognized in Gartner. So many times customers ask, hey, are you in Gartner? Yes. You can easily just open the website and showcase that. Same way, this is for MSSP, MSP, and all. Any industry, any customer, if you are targeting, you would like to speech, you can just touch base on this website, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes speech for you. Any industry, this kind of problems are there, and Secon can offer this kind of a solution. This kind of agentic or autonomous SOC is being delivered by Secon with help of all the homegrown. And these are the solutions or module which we have touched base in our demo webinar session. All right, so that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Here we can take well-recognized partners and all. That's it from my side. Over to you, Frankie.
Yeah, thank you, Naresh. I think it's a good thing, yeah, because one tool that can handle many requirement. Yeah,
Correct.
normally we have so many tools, yeah, to get that kind of information. So I
True.
already noticed there are some questions on the chat box. Let me see. Okay. I think you can also see the some of the question, yeah, but I will try to make some just a quick one, right? The interesting
Yeah, for sure.
question lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Pak Haris, this more on the regulated industry or government's environment. Can all the security logs, telemetry, and incident data remain within the customer-owned data center or country? This is one of the regulation,
Correct.
I think,
Correct.
in also Indonesia. Yeah.
Mhm. True.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So that's a fair question or a very good question. Yeah. That problem again we are solving because entire ecosystem can be hosted on-prem or within the organization. Right. So that is also available with us. that Secon, all the component which I was describing, can be hosted. We can say on-prem or MSP can host the solution, and through which we can deliver that solution. So this is the ecosystem we were talking about. So this entire system, ecosystem can be hosted within the country itself, where API can be hosted on cloud, EDR server can be hosted, because this particular thing is multi-tenancy, multi-cloud. So multi-tenancy solution, and at customer premises, we can have CC for a security log collection, network traffic collection, and for raw data storage, we have a LTS component. And if somebody wants to host everything on their premises, that is also possible.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's one of the thing that mostly in the government, in government they're always looking for the on-premise, so they keep the data. But I also saw in the platform that we can also see the data collection period, 90 days, the 180 days, right? Yeah. Normally
Yes,
the standard one is 90 days, right?
true. Yes. By default, all the metadata is getting stored for 90 days. But like we said, that we have a flexi deployment. So for any country or any MSSP or any government, they are hosting. They said, okay, I want to store metadata more than 90 days. We just recommend, okay, this much of storage is required, so that we can store that much of metadata, either 180 days or 1 year, as per the
Okay.
requirement.
Yeah. The second question from Ridwan Falah, Are there any case studies or metric showing increased SOC efficiency after using this platform, such as reduced investigation time or increased threat detection rate, something like that? Yes or Niles? Go ahead.
Yes, definitely. With help of, like I was explaining, we have a ML engine, which is
Mm.
kind of a correlation engine for any organization. So from day one, as soon as you ingest the data, we can say that, all the data or all the metadata is starting correlated. From within hour, you will start getting the security alert. So we always say that MTTD is less than 5 minutes. On top of it, like talking about SOC efficiency, so we talk about MTTR, where the response. So again, we have homegrown native SOAR tool. So with help of that, you can automate the response time, and within 180 seconds, or we can say within 3 minutes, you can do the response part as well as. So that's how the SOC efficiency can be improved. And all this information is very much available in our Secon website as well as.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Okay. I saw another question from Rehan. Yeah. Rehan, this is what always happen in Indonesia, the ransomware attack. In real-world ransomware attack scenario, what is the average time Secon requires to detect, contain, and automatically remediate the threat before it can spread throughout the organization network? Niles or Yash?
Absolutely, yes, yes. So we caught, we do not have a static rule. We have a dynamic threat modeling, as well as behavior analytics also included into a platform. So what it will do, it will identify all those ransomware activity, or any zero-day attack is happening. So it will detect you immediately in terms of security alert. And as soon as you have, so either you can take action manually, or if you already defined playbook, so with help of playbook, we can contain that particular affected system immediately, right? So less than a time, we can say less than a couple of minutes, as soon as platform identify kind of a ransomware attack or kind of a zero-day attack, platform immediately identify, provide you security alert, and then with help of playbook, or as playbook is already running continuously, it will help you to contain that particular, isolate that particular system immediately. Right? So that is also very much possible.
Yeah. So this is also related to Dwi Sukma Aji question, yeah. How long is the initial learning period, yeah, required for the machine learning engine to build the accurate network behavior baseline and start triggering actionable
Mhm.
alerts, yeah, without high false positive? Because I think many tools also give high false positive, right?
Correct. True. Absolutely. Yes. So, like dynamic threat models work immediately. So let's say we ingest all the data, or we can say one firewall data in terms of security logs, network traffic. Within our, if some suspicious activity or malicious activities are happening, immediately it will start producing the alert. So we can say less than 30 minutes, less than 5 minutes, uh, this kind of security alerts are getting generated. On the other part, we have a behavior-based analysis also, where machine learning is coming into the picture. So ML engine continuously learning the behavior of user, host, application, and every 7 days, it is updating the baseline behavior as well as. So from behavior analytics part, we say the time of a week, and if we are just focusing on the data part, security logs, network traffic, it is something we can say less than 1 hour, where we can say the data correlation is happening and we are able to get that security alerts.
1 hour, yeah.
Yeah, less than hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The last question, I think, from Pak Cakra Nugraha, yeah. Indonesia has localized cyber threat intelligence sharing networks, such as those coordinated by our BSSN, the cybersecurity agency, yeah, which
Mhm.
often distributed classified or government-specific IOCs. Yeah. If an
Mhm.
organization ingests this proprietary localized threat fit into the Secon platform, how do you you ensure that this intelligence is completely ring fenced? Is there any mechanism to prevent the local IOC from being uh, what's it inadvertently synchronized with the secure global telemetry or share back to your central threat database? Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yes. But certainly, we are serving global customers. So this questions, or we can say this requirement is was there since inception.
Mm,
So
mm,
what we have a TI, threat intel
mm,
server, through which we are collecting 100 plus different threat intel information. Some are open sources, some are global, we can say commercial sources, through which we are collecting the data. On top of it, like it was rightly said that, okay, for ABC government or ABC organization or ABC country or region, they want to have a specific threat intel source, they want to integrate it. So that we also can, that particular threat intel source also can be added into a platform as well as. So any custom threat intel source, if you are having, that particular source also can be added into a platform.
mm. But how you get
Yeah.
that? You connect it to the central secure global first, right?
Okay. Correct. Yeah. That's the how I, rather than I was answering, let me answer through the visual. Right. So this is native threat
Oh.
intel. Right. So rather than we assume something, let me give you clarity on that part. So this is the platform where MSSP or who's are having this particular platform, or we can say AP server. So this is our native threat intel, where 100 plus resources
Mm,
are continuously feeding the data and information. So these are our threat intel servers through which we are continuously updating it. These are the standard stick taxi where that also can be integrated. So any
mm.
custom source you have which follows this
Yeah.
particular stick taxi base or vendor based threat intel sources, we can easily integrate it.
Mm, I
And
see.
then the same information will be used by to analyze network traffic as well as other security event analysis and help us to take appropriate actions. Right. So that is also very much possible with help of our platform.
Yeah. Okay, I think we come to the end of the Q&A session. I will send back again to Nurma, and after that we do some photo session together, and then after that I will ask Yas and Nilesh for the closing remark. Yeah, Nurma, please assist.
Oke, baik. Thank you Pak Wangki, Nilesh and Yas. Baik Bapak Ibu, mohon untuk dapat menyalakan kameranya. Kita akan foto bersama-sama terlebih dahulu.
Silakan nyalakan kameranya.
Silakan nyalakan kamera.
Turn on your camera.
Yeah. Meanwhile, people are turning on the camera. What I would say, if people can show some reaction in terms of how was the webinar, there is a react button, some react emojis are there. So if you wish to share something in terms of reaction emoji, please feel free to do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we are getting some reaction. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oke. Oke, baik. Terima kasih. Sebelum saya mengumumkan 3 orang terpilih pemenang voucher OVO, kita akan mendengarkan closing remark terlebih dahulu. Silakan Pak Wangki.
Okay, your closing remark, Yas.
So I think everything is well covered. I will just say one thing. You need to understand, we think that what we have currently is sufficient, but those tools which are not even talking to each other always leaves gap, and that gap needs to be filled with comprehensive visibility. That's where your local SOC provider, Fanky and team, will be able to deliver 99% everything to you, because at the end of the day, your intervention as an end user will always be needed to ensure that the right actions are taken. They have certified team, they have resources, they are also having SOC of Secon. So start interacting with them about your requirements, about your challenges, about your opportunities, and you will come to know that we are not going to sell you the features, we are going to sell you the solution for the problems or for the challenges that you have, because that is what we want to cover together as a team, right? I think Fanky will be a great person to do the closing remarks, especially in the local language, is what we are trying to convey. Yeah, Nilesh can also say a point, and then you can wrap.
Okay, go ahead. Nilesh, your turn.
Okay, yeah. So I started started with my remarks that, if we think that I have ABC thing, I have firewall, I have EDR, I'm secure. So that is myth. We need to be more vigilant in terms of, especially the AI-based attacks are happening. We need to be more vigilant. We need to continuously having kind of a tool through which we'll get kind of a comprehensive security. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Yas. Thank you, Nilesh, for sharing this very good solution for the SOC, because I think most of us normally we come to the device or to the device approach lah. And that's why in many enterprise Indonesia, they use many device or many platform, But using the Secon, we can use one platform to handle all, Jadi silakan Bapak Ibu yang ingin tahu tentang solusi Secon selanjutnya, kontak ke tim 521, kita happy akan siap membantu Anda, Oke, saya akan pass over to Nurma untuk closing dan membacakan 3 orang yang mendapatkan voucher. Nurma, go ahead.
Oke, baik. Saya akan mengumumkan 3 orang terpilih pemenang voucher OVO. Yang pertama itu Pak Haris dari Simtek Indo. Ada Pak Haris? Pak Haris. yang selamat ya Pak Haris. Yang kedua ada Pak Ridwan Pala, ada Pak Ridwan Pala. Pak Ridwan Pala. Selamat ya Pak Ridwan. Dan yang terakhir pemenang voucher Oppo Pak Cakra Nugraha, ada Pak Cakra Nugraha. Selamat ya Pak Cakra. Selamat kepada 3 orang terpilih pemenang voucher Oppo. Nanti akan kami hubungi setelah acara ini selesai. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu atas partisipasinya dalam online workshop siang hari ini. Thank you Pak Pangki, thank you Yas, thank you Nel. Sampai berjumpa di online workshop kita berikutnya. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you
Waalaikumsalam.
semuanya.
Ya, terima
Thank you
kasih
semuanya.
semua.
Terima kasih.
Thank you Yas, thank you
Thank you,
Niles.
Yas.
See you on another event ya.
Thank you, thanks
Thank you.
everyone.
you.
Good
Terima
day.
kasih
Yeah,
semua.
see you.
Makasih
Thank
makasih
you very
semua.
much for all.